Okay, here we are. So we start a longer version of TMSmap video manual. So we have to open the program first, and here is all the list we need, and you actually have all these files, and you also have example data, so we will use them. So we have to open the program TMSmap.exe. We open it, and I want to make it in a full screen version. So here we are. We have file settings, view information. Information is about us. Settings is also the place where we can save their files, so you can change it if you want. We can use different data for different navigation systems, so now it works especially for Invisalign Nextteam, and we can use any other one. So actually it's not that important than this tab. And this is just which background color we want to use. I would prefer black, but you can use another one. Okay, so actually these are our main windows, data and maps, and we'll start with data. So we have to download the data. First we go to the subject. We want to say that this would be our first subject, and okay, let's change the name, let it be subject 1. Okay, and here is the option to use MRI. We know that we do not need it, it's not obligatory, but we will use MRI this time. So we have to download the MRI of the subject, and we'll be showing the example of the stimulation of the developer. So here's Pavel's MRI. Their MRI should be nifty forward. So we open it. Wait a second. So here we are, the MRI, and we can change the options. We can do only MRI of the cortex. We can do it with the head, and here is our area of stimulation. It was hand motor area, hand motor knob. We can change the skull thickness. We can, for example, do it 27. We have to press apply to change it. You can see that the skull thickness, the peeling depth will be changed. And we can change the MRI settings. Sometimes it's better for visualization, so we can change it, for example, here. Press apply to see whether the visualization is good. Now it's good, so we are good for now. And now we can go to the stimulation session option. So here we'll have to download the stimulation session. First we'll call it somehow. Let's say it will be the session of the first day of stimulation. We stimulated our subjects, for example, 2 times. It will be day 1. And I can choose the parameters for special filtering. Let's say will be maximum distance for merging of the points 2 millimeters and minimum number of points 2. I prefer this one. And so I'm ready to download the data. Go to the option stimulation, and here we have to browse and add the files with stimulation data. Press add, and we have different options. It can be NVE format or Excel format. So we can take, you have this example data, we can have NVE format if we use Nextteam system. So I, for example, took these sessions, and they will appear here. I can see how many points it was and what was the extension of these files. Okay, press apply, and I'll see here that these points appeared on the MRI, and here you can see their channels. Here again the channels and the parameter of the points. So here you can edit actually the document. For example, you want to deleted outlier with very small E field or occasional point somewhere far away from the area, so you can choose it and you can delete it. So we don't need it now. Here are the channels, and we see that we can see the maximum amplitude and the amount of points. So we, for example, take the channel 1. Okay, we'll see here, yeah, the points, and actually the color code is applied. So the color code is about the amplitude of the response. Okay, we are good. If we want to change something in the MRI settings, we'll have to change it and press apply again, and we'll have to go to stimulation sessions and press apply again. So let's say it was day 1, and we want to show that we can do it with another session. So I add another one. It's new session. I call it somehow differently. Day 1 Excel, I'll call. So I take the same parameters too, and I go here and I will download the data in Excel format. So let's say I'll take this one and this one, for example. Okay, here we are, and I can see the number of points. I press apply, and again the same thing. These points appear in the codex. I'll take one channel. Okay, here we are. So we are good. We can go for the map construction. We go for the map construction, and here you can see the left panel with different possibilities of the map construction, the color code of the map construction, the minimum signal level from where we will calculate the parameters, and the peak scale. We will see it a bit afterwards. And here are the parameters of the display. So we can unselect all. We'll be able to see the MRA, the possibility of the method of map construction, the grid, the center of gravity. So let's start and see. So we construct one map. So now we have just one subject. So we stay with this one, even it can be a list. Here is two options, channel map and maps overlap. Right now we want channel map. And let's say we want this day 1 session, and you remember we had 6 channels. We take the first one, okay, and it will appear here in a second. Okay, yeah, we want to display, so we have to refresh, and we'll see what appeared. So here are the calculation of this map, but we want to see it, so we press, for example, MRI. So we want to see it on MRI, even this is not obligatory. So here is our area. For example, I want also the grid. So I'll take the grid, or for example this one, 5 millimeters grid. I want to see stimulation points, or I want to see only merge points. I can stay with, for example, merge points. I want to see the minimum signal level, and I will do the ABUS or smoothly based map construction. So here we go. Here is our map. We, for example, don't want the grid. We can unselect it. And for example, you can change the peak scale. You don't want to see these peaks. You want to have only color scale. You have to click out of it and make the different scale. Press apply. So you again choose which parameters of the map you want to display. We want to display MRI. Say stimulation points, minimum signal level, and ABUS period. I don't want to see probably stimulation points here. Okay, so here is my area. There is the color code with the amplitude. Okay, what I can change here, I can change the color code. So right now I have it auto maximum, so the red would be the maximum here, but I can change it and we will use it when we have several maps. And we can change minimum signal level here. So let's say I want to do 40% of the maximum or concrete amount, for example 200 microvolts. I can do it easily. I change it, I press apply, I have again select what I want to see, MRI brain, signal level, and output base. So I see only the peaks, like the areas of maximum excitability. Okay, good. So far so good. Here are the parameters of the map, and we can actually press these buttons to capture their picture, to capture it, even to print it right now, or if we want to have only 2D variant, we can do it as well. And here is the details of the map. So everything from your computer specification to the subject, parameters of the map, all these parameters, and some technical parameters about the sphere where we feed their stimulation points. So right now I want to construct another map with a channel 2, for example. I still want my subject 1, the session day 1, and channel 2 right now. Okay, so it will appear here in a second. Yes, and let's add at the same time the overlap of this channel 1st and channel 2 maps. So again I press add, and now I choose this option, maps overlap, and you can choose whatever amount of maps to have the overlap. So here will be, okay, let's say channel 1, add, and here again day 1 channel 2, add, and so we'll calculate the overlap in between these two maps, and after that we'll be able to calculate the Earth mover's distance between these maps. Press OK. Will take a bit more time, so we'll wait for a couple of seconds. Okay, we are ready. And right now I press refresh to display all 3 maps at the same time. So you can see they're in different positions. I want a uniform position, I press uniform position. Yes, and I have to choose which parameters I want to display. And I want to display MRI. I want to display, for example, the grid. Let's say I want to display the center of gravity. So here is based just on the points, and here is when we construct maps. So for the overlap, only this center of gravity will work. And I want to display minimum signal level, stimulation points, you can see them. I will unclick it, and right now I want to construct kernel based. You see, and actually why they're so small, because we have minimum signal level 200 microvolts. I'll change for 50 microvolts. Okay, have again to rechoose. Okay, you can see this is their kernel based or abruptly function assumption based map construction, and I would prefer the output based maps construction. So here we go, and you can see that we have the parameters of the map, but for the overlap it's also the EMD possibility, so we can see the EMD in between maps which are resulting in this overlap. But right now it's 0, we have to calculate it, so we have to press calculate EMD, and the zeros will be changed to a concrete number. So it takes a couple of seconds, and you can see here EMD when we base the smooth change in function assumption, it will be 4.53, and in D with another assumption it would be 4.53, but a bit different. So again, we can see that we have the details about every map. All these you can copy it, and you can put it in any table, or you can just save it in Excel format with their name. And like always, you can take the picture, or you can even just print the picture if you want it for the report. And we can change the color code right now. So the maximum of this map is around 400 microvolts, and here 1600 microvolts. So right now we cannot really see the 3D profile of this map. So if we want, we can change the color code. Let's say I want 500, so it will take a bit of time. So unselect all, and we'll see MRI, for example, minimum signal level and smoothly based. You can see that right now I cannot see really the profile of this map, but I can see in a much better way the profile of this map. You can zoom it. There is also the possibility to see this boundaries, so means just when you zoom it, you can unclick boundaries and you will see everything. But right now these areas are too big. I have to make them smaller. Now I have to click these boundaries. Okay, so you have all the characteristics of the map here. And if we don't want to see it anymore, we can just remove one of them. Just remove. And we can clear all of them. Okay. So it's how it's working.